You're watching ABC4 News with Emily Flores, Courtney Johns, and Thomas Keyboy.
And welcome back. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting, and that's all the more true for the new questions posed by technology. Social media, a huge part of most kids' lives, and it can be tough for parents who didn't grow up with it to know what exactly to do. So joining us today to tackle this tricky topic, Abby Kraus, the Clinical Director at Family Support Center of Utah. Thank you for joining us,
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, this is such a big part of many, many kids' lives. Tell us first off, what role does social media play in our kids' lives as they grow up?
I think one thing to just remember is that it is such a large part of their lives. The Pew Research Center found that about 67% of adolescents are on TikTok, with probably 16% of them being consistently on all 5 of the top platforms of social media. So that just shows that that's a large part of their life, large part of their day and their interactions.
So then tell us too then, which is the basics of what does that role play in our kids' lives, and then also what's the healthy role it should be playing?
Yeah, so I think one thing to remember is that social media can be really beneficial, right? Social media can really help kids with exploring identity. It can help them explore ethics, helps them with self-expression, can help them with social interactions, and just entertainment. I think though, just like you said, is that there's always going to be a balance, just because there can also be some harms. If we have people, possibly like teens, using up to 3 hours a day, we've seen that there can be risk with more increased mental health issues, maybe because they're being exposed to unrealistic body image or self-image. They can also just be disrupting their sleep. So those are things that we want to consider when we try to think about a good, balanced use of social media.
And as you pointed out, there are benefits to it, but there are just also those downsides.
Yeah.
Tell us then what parents can do. What are some healthy ways that parents can go about helping their kids manage social media usage?
I think one thing to remember is that it is important and it is around, but we can help our kids be really good and smart consumers. So one thing is, I think, to try to help kids understand how it can't disrupt certain hours of their day that are important, like meals, sleep, homework. I think helping them understand and asking questions about how we can set limits, understanding what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. We don't want them engaging in gossiping, disparaging people's names. We want to know what's appropriate to put on social media, what's not appropriate to put on social media.
Do you have defined boundaries that every parent should follow, or again, is that individual?
I think it's individual. I think one thing is just really one of my biggest tips for parents is really just start to ask kids about social media. Ask them what's important to them. Ask them how they engage in it. Ask them how they feel about it. Some things that maybe they struggle with, or some things that help them out. I think when you can understand those pieces, you can individualize kind of what you need to be teaching to your kiddos, or the ways that it affects them individually.
Again, so many good answers to these questions, but again, no one size fits all. So it just is a difficult topic for many. Tricky topic. Where can people go for more information?
People can go to familysupportcenter.org. You can always find us there for just different resources on counseling and then different things to help your family out.
Okay, Abby Kraus, again, the Clinical Director at Family Support Center of Utah. We thank you for your time here today.
Thank you so much for having me.